Sorry, my camera cut out again, but basically what we did was we shaded to the side because we plugged in the origin and it checked out, so we shaded over here, and then for this line, the y equals 2x, we plugged in this point up here, y equals 1 and x equals 0 for simplicity, and it turned out that we had to shade to the side because that wasn't true for the inequality. So our boundaries are defined by this area here, and so that's what we're wanting to look at. That's where you can make profit. Out here is impossible because it goes outside your boundaries. So now we want to find our corners, and the corners are your extremes, and they'll tell you, one of them will tell you where your profit is. So you want to find that one, and this one's obviously 0, 0 because it's the origin. This one, more obviously, because it's x equals 1,000. It's on that line and it's on the 0. So where that intersects is the 1,000 and the 0. Up here, we use substitution, and we found out that because it's where the line y equals negative x plus 1,200 and y equals, x equals 1,000, and we use substitution, x equals 1,000, and we plugged it in, and we plugged in that, and we got the value 1,200. For this one, we actually used a grapher, just like this, and I've already plugged in the values, and the graph checks out, and then you calculate where the lines intersect. So you're looking at the 2x line. See if we can find it. Okay, or we can start with the negative x and 1,200 lines, so we look at that one. And then you want the 2x line, and you want to see where they intersect. And they intersect at 800 and 400, right there. So, and you could also check that by going to the table, and you see that when x is 800, the last two functions, the lines that we want to look at, they're both 400, so that's where they intersect. So basically now what you have to do is you take the corners and you plug them into the objective function. So for this, you would plug in 0. 0 is obviously no profit. You didn't make anything. You didn't sell anything, so duh. But anyway, for this one, it's this one right here, and you're plugging in 1,000 into the equation, and you get $5,000. Then you go to this one, and you plug in 800 for here and 400 for there, and you simplify, and you get 6,400. So that's the profit for that one. Then for this one, you plug in 1,200, simplify, and you get 6,200. So this means that now you look at this and you see which one has the highest profit. And for this value, it's this one, obviously, which means that we should be producing, or not we, but the company, should be producing 800 shirts and 400 pants for maximum profit. And that's how you find the maximum profit off of inequalities. So basically, what you're doing is you're going, you go over the problem and you define your x and y values. You set your boundaries and you create your objective function. You put everything into a y equals mx plus b format so that you can graph it. You can do this with or without a calculator. With a calculator is more accurate. You find the corners, and you can do this using substitution. You can graph it. You can use a table. Again, a grapher is probably more accurate. Then you plug in the corners into your objective function to find your maximum profit. After done, you're finished, and you just look at which one is the highest, and then you declare that. So that's about it.